Okay, we're in the Fitzroy Gardens, King's Cross, Alamein Fountain, which has always surprised me that it's a war memorial. But I personally have been hanging around King's Cross for 30 odd years, and one of the places I've often come and hung around is this park, Fitzroy Gardens. How can I talk about the Fitzroy Gardens? For a lot of the misfits that have been attracted to King's Cross over the years, a place of kind of refuge or an oasis, a place to chill out in and get away from the hurly-burly of the marketplace down there, we'd come to this park and we would sit on the benches and hang out under the trees. Queers used to come here for various reasons, to meet people, to hide out, to pick up. And given that the whole of King's Cross is a red light district, and the girls work down there, as we know in history, men have sold it as well, and they've sold it around here. And in the 70s and 80s, you could come up here even in the daytime, but particularly the nighttime, and there'd be 10, 20, 30 guys sitting around on all the benches. I was sitting here in about 1981 after being in Sydney for 5 years without quite realizing what the story was, and I was sitting here minding my own business, and a good looking guy sat down next to me, and after some time of talking to him, it seemed to me that he was up for grabs, and when I tried to pick him up, he said, it's gonna cost you, buddy. And I was a bit shocked to realize that all the guys sitting around me were in fact selling it. Anyway, this was a place where male prostitutes gathered, and
so it was infamous in Sydney?
Really infamous, yeah. Every boy right across Australia, in fact, because I've met dudes here who just got out of jail in Perth and they've made a beeline for Sydney, and getting here and no money, one way a boy would think of earning money would be to come up here and sell his body. I myself did it once I found out what the story was. It was a really wild scene here all those years. Not just for prostitutes though. Many times I met men here who'd been drinking down the pubs and they've snuck away from their gang of mates, or they were a football club or whatever, and they've come up here because they had heard about the infamous fountain, the Fitzroy Garden Park. They'd heard about it and they'd come up here and meet a guy for once in the blue moon that they did it. Then the police station got built here and sex shops opened with back rooms and saunas, and that whole scene disappeared. It was of its time. Apparently it went on here since the 1920s even, and even in the war, you know, we got the war, the sailors, shipyards down the bottom of the hill here, sailors came up here. For 50 years they've been coming here. Now it's lost, full of ghosts, and one comes here to just chill out and have a rest under the trees. And it's kind of a relief not to get hustled anymore.
Fantastic. Yes, Fran. Very good.